One of the objectives of mixed martial arts is to knock out an opponent, and with that objective comes great risk of receiving a concussion.
I'd always told myself, if I started feeling the effects of that or noticing, changes in the way, in my daily life, that would be it. In the sport, it's obviously dangerous to your health.
According to the American Journal of Sports Medicine, 13% of fights result in knockouts and 19% of fights are decided by technical knockouts, meaning a referee stops the fight due to too many strikes to the head.
Probably my memory's not as good as it once was, I feel like, so that could be a repercussion of the sport.
Knowing that I was going into a fight and striking, you do think about head injuries and getting knocked out, and that's a fear you have. I mean, nobody wants to get knocked out.
But MMA organizations are taking precautions to combat concussions. The UFC holds fighters out of competition for extended periods of time after being knocked out.
Suspension for a knockout could be anywhere between 30 to 60 days. In some cases, we would even recommend an indefinite suspension for someone who's received multiple concussions over their career.
While sports such as football are focused on improving equipment to mitigate blows to the head, MMA fighters are combating the issue with improved technique.
Fighters get better, we're harder to hit, you're not taking the clean shots, you're not just standing in front of each other, bar brawling anymore, there's a lot more technique to it.
I think technique is getting better. I think training is getting better. Training and coaching is getting better. We don't just send a guy in and spar 5 times a week and they get a brain injury the next day and they get a knockout, or get knocked out and have a concussion, come back to training, spar again. I mean, if you get knocked out, you're out for a while. It takes a long time, and we understand this now. It takes a long time for your brain to heal.
Dr. Atta says using headgear or changing the rules of MMA is unlikely, but fighters are being encouraged to see concussion specialists after being knocked out. In Phoenix, Kevin Longley, Cronkite News.